costume.
Oh. Kind of dance, darling?
It was quite the surprise when Agatha Harkness became the breakout sensation of 2021's WandaVision. She's never been more than a supporting character in Marvel Comics' supernatural stories, and she's never headlined her own book. And yet, Kathryn Hahn's nosy neighbors so enchanted viewers that she earned her own spin-off series 3 years later.
The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to meet you, dear.
Could WandaVision creator Jack Schaefer once again capture purple lightning in a bottle with Agatha All Along? While it doesn't quite achieve similar highs, the 9-episode series does deliver more of the mind-bending mysteries and hang-on-to-every-word dialogue that made WandaVision such a fun time. And it's all anchored by Hahn's endlessly watchable Wicked Witch. This is very much a sequel with plenty of connections to its predecessor, from a scene-stealing Deborah Jo Rupp.
A witch is really just another name for a bad girl. Is that right?
To the traumatized Ralph Boner, who redeems himself after that whole Quicksilver thing thanks to a humorously paranoid performance by Evan Peters.
It was like watching yourself on TV inside your own head, but you couldn't turn it off.
That said, Agatha All Along is very much its own thing. It picks up on a fittingly WandaVision-esque note, with Hahn's character stuck in a brilliantly realized parody of the HBO crime drama Mayor of Easttown. But then it charts a different path, or should we say road. WandaVision may have been steeped in TV history, but this is Marvel at its most theatrical. Original songs, beautifully crafted practical sets, and a dazzling supporting turn from Broadway legend Patti LuPone.
Lilia Calderu, divination. I have flashes of sight, of vision.
It's overflowing with camp, which acts as a nice counterbalance to the sinister supernatural elements.
Sweetheart, you okay? Oh my God! Whoa, what's she doing?
Rescued by a goth teenager initially referred to simply as Teen, Agatha assembles a coven of witches to walk the fabled, treacherous Witch's Road, which promises power to those who complete its trials and reach the end. That encouraging premise gives way to a potentially tiresome formula as the witches face a new magical escape room episode after episode.
Feels like there's a story there.
But Agatha All Along keeps so many plates spinning in the air, each holding a tantalizing mystery about its curious cast of characters, that it never has the chance to get boring.
What happens next?
Even the series' weaker midsection is buoyed by the steady drip of clever clues and delicious drama between the group's clashing personalities. And the road's obstacles are sincerely lethal. Those who lose their lives on this path stay dead. The Coven is made up of witches from different magical disciplines, each with their own reasons for walking the road. While it's admirable that each member is given their time in the spotlight, their stories end up being hit or miss. Protection Witch Alice Wu Gulliver, for example, has precious little screen time, so it's hard to feel invested when she experiences an emotional revelation at the end of her personal trial. The story is similarly sparse for Potions Witch Jennifer Kale, although we spend a lot of time with her by virtue of the character surviving till the end. Fortunately, Saturday Night Live alum Sashir Zameda doesn't wear out her welcome. Her humor and wit are always a blast. The one true standout of the group is Leila Caldero, who specializes in divination and is played with heart and gumption by the incomparable LuPone. Her thrilling time jump episode, Death's Hand in Mine, is by far Agatha All Along's best.
What, no snide remarks? That sounded good to me.
And leading the charge down the road is Agatha, a truly nasty piece of work. She's astonishingly selfish and remorselessly murderous. Betrayal is as natural to her as breathing, yet she has a surprising amount of charm. Watching her weave lies and manipulate the emotions of everyone in the Coven makes for good TV. We learn she has a soft spot because of her dearly departed son, Nicholas Scratch, and that's why she takes a liking to Teen. But, refreshingly, Schaefer and company weren't tempted to give her a redemption arc. Agatha learns to act selflessly, but she winds up the same foul, unrepentant witch in the end.
Just know that I do not trust you. At all. Ever.
That's one of the reasons the finale doesn't work so well. Among the list of unanswered questions it leaves, we never learn what makes Agatha tick. We get close with a tender and illuminating flashback to when she was a mother, but her true motivation remains frustratingly unclear. This line between intriguing and infuriating is walked by many of Agatha All Along's mysteries. Reveals involving the true identities of Teen and Aubrey Plaza's Rio Vidal each fail to land because when the time comes to pull the curtain back, there's no reason to truly care. Such misfires can eventually hit their targets though. Teen's underwhelming unmasking is smoothed over by a fantastic flashback episode.
You're so much like your mother.
Joe Locke does an amazing job portraying his character's tragic situation, a lost soul in search of who he really is. While it's fascinating to watch the sparks fly between Agatha and her old flame Rio and witness the MCU's first ever lesbian smooch, their relationship feels a tad underbaked. Whenever Plaza is on the screen, it makes things far more interesting, which is why it's a shame that she seems to come and go at random. Her character is a strange presence on the show. Sometimes she's an ally playing the drums during a musical challenge, other times she's threatening to do some damage while brandishing a twisted knife. Rio is compelling by nature, but seems to be begging for some more substance.
Claw your way out.
It's tempting to call her the show's villain, especially because the Salem 7 end up being a total dud. But she's far more complicated than that. It's thanks to her presence that Agatha All Along is able to do so intimately explore themes like the fragility of life and the inevitability of death. Fearlessly diving headfirst into a sea of complex ideas and exploring them with such a complex, flawed, and remarkable cast of women and their emo twink is one of the series' greatest strengths. And it does so within an absolutely incredible supernatural setting with its own unique dangers and wonders. You truly never know what to expect around the next bend of the Witch's Road.
Is it bad? I think she looks fantastic.
Yes, we later learn in one of Marvel's best executed twists that the road isn't what we or Agatha believe it to be. But that doesn't make the experiences the Coven have along its path any less meaningful.
I don't need you anymore. I don't know if I ever did.
Agatha All Along may not top WandaVision, but it's still one of Marvel's stronger television efforts. Headlined by a powerhouse performance from Kathryn Hahn, the series takes us down the Witch's Road for a spooky, fantastical journey unlike any other. Though the story is uneven and at times frustrating, it's still an incredibly enjoyable thriller made all the more intriguing by a cast of colorful characters.
What a team of rejects.
What's up? I'm Rio.
What's up? Hey.
For more TV reviews, check out what we thought of Uzumaki and Like a Dragon, Yakuza. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
That's what makes you special. That's what makes you a witch. I'm not like you.
New question. Who are you?
I'm
Interesting. The bodies are really piling up.